Hello everyone, I'm back. No way. This is 2 days in a row. I'm going to be appearing on YouTube on my channel. What's going on for us? Well, in any case, welcome back to Cookie's True Crime Adventures. Right? Thank you for tuning in and listening to the gossip. To all the genuine people who are here, thank you very much. For the haters and whoever, thank you for joining us. If we bring positive logical thought to the situation, we can have positive outcomes, right? That's the way I'm feeling the day. However, last night I I did commit a cardinal sin. I did a cardinal sin. I read the comments. And yes, there was some of them were really that upset us and quite personal. Aye. So I started deleting them all out. But then I got all the way through it and I thought, no, just leave it. And I switched it off. I won't be committing that cardinal sin again and going into the comments and reading them all and stuff. Even though I come across a lot of good ones, a lot of positive comments and stuff like that, and I'm not very good at replying. I want to apologise to my subscribers for that, but my heat is like all over the place. I've got a lot of issues going on for me, and it's not just about YouTube. I've got a life outside of YouTube, and as you know, right, my situation, and sometimes I can make it difficult for myself as well. And I've got some decisions to make. I've got things that I need to put action into. But I have been struggling loads, and the YouTube stuff is just added to it. And because I have been giving it a lot of thought lately and stuff and that, and it has affected us over the last year or so. So it does bring up a lot of feelings, shall we say. Oh, I've got to eat coffee. Well, anyways, welcome back to the genuine ones and the negative ones. But I gotta say, I woke up this morning and I thought, well, I wasn't doing much thinking. I was angry. And I not woke up like that for ages. I was angry and I was thinking, I'm not doing the lie detector test. And after reading all them comments last night, I thought, yeah, maybe I'm thinking, no, I'm not putting myself at risk, right, for anybody now. For anybody, I'm going to put myself first and everybody, and I'm going to go on YouTube, I'm going to tell everybody, and I'm going to keep going on, I'm going to keep telling everybody, I'll just do what I'm going to do. Because when I dig my heels in, and that's that. I want to do this lie detector test. But Bullock and Parry should be doing them as well. Right? They've got nothing to lose if I'm telling the truth. They've got absolutely nothing to lose if they're telling the truth. However, Parry is a psychopath. But a psychopath. Shouldn't swear. I'll have to edit that out. Aye. So, I've been told that he's going to go and lied a test himself. Because it only cost 400 quid, so get yourself down there, Paddy, and get it done. Get it done. Well, you're doing there, get Bullock in there as well. Aye. So what was I fit? Why? So that's the way I woke up this morning. Through reading my comments last night. And feeling angry this morning with it. It's not happening anymore. Then I put YouTube on. And I seen Jimmy Cranston, Kushti. I understand exactly what you're saying. I believe that you would be a good mediate thing between we, and you could see what you could come to my lie a test, and bear witness to everything how it's gone and doing all that, Anna wants to come, she could come, but no. Listen, Jimmy, I'll you got a lot going on for you. You've had a lot going on for you, which I see through your videos and that. So I totally understand with all this. I do. Because believe it or not, it has had an effect on my life since coming on YouTube. It's had an effect on how much headspace it takes up. And yeah, I've been coping with it fine, and how I'm feeling, and my offending behaviour, and negative thoughts and that kind of way and stuff. Yes, it's been, but other things in my life have been neglected because that's taking up the headspace. I haven't been able to focus properly on things because I've been focusing on that and writing books and making videos. I've made loads of videos, but I just never post them. Reason why I don't post them is because I don't want to make the situation any worse. And they're not about anybody. They're just reactions back to what the madman's saying up the farm. Calling us a bacon, calling us an informant, blacklisting me name, trying to blacklist me name, saying I'm going on recording people when I'm not. I went to my pal, right, who's not your pal, Bullock, right, I've grafted with him, right, ye haven't because you could never graft. I've been down and I drank in the bars and that with him, running with him in the bars. Ye never did, right? All ye done was say to use him. That's the only person who I've been to, and I told him that if I put him in my book, right, it would be because we're grafted together and we've done all that together. But when we grafted, when we burgled together, and we never done any violence. There's never any violence done when I was drinking with him either. So there's no stories on that front to talk about. And I said we've just burglaries that were done when they specific places and stuff and that. He wasn't too bothered about that. No, he's not bothered about that at all. It's all part of his criminal record and everything. So, no, and I wasn't secretly recording anybody. I would never, ever, ever, ever do that. Anybody who communicates with me, right, stays confidential. I do not, and our voice notes and all that, aye, they're there. They're there in Messenger and stuff and all that. You know, and you can delete them. Anybody who's messaged us can delete them anytime they want, and end the conversation, and that'll be the end of it. I would never record them and play them back to anybody. I would never ever break anybody's confidence in such a way. I find it, they're just trying to they're just like, it's just mental bullying where it stops me from going and just, I'm not gonna, stops me from feeling like I can go out of the West End and I can talk to me old pals, right? And talk about positive things, and yeah, talk about my book, and yeah, talk about some of our shared experiences. I'm not on about grassing each other up and talking. I'm talking about we've all got criminal records, haven't we? We can talk about our criminal records, but if you didn't want me, that's custody. We can just talk. I like talk. When I go out with that West End and I see any of my old pals, I talk about uh, drug addiction. I talk about all sorts of things. I didn't talk about crime. I talk about staying away from crime. I didn't conspire. I didn't conspire. Nout. I didn't ask nout. Nothing about Bullock saying. Honest. It just upsets us. It does upset us when I give it some headspace. Because I'm not like that. I've never been like that. And nobody out there is saying I'm like that. In any case, my pal who I went to see, right? I told him what I thought. I went there to tell him what I thought. This is how Bullock's on about. I went there to tell him what I thought about things and what Paddy was saying about me. Right? I told him straight what I thought. Also, I told him about, I felt it was right that I should tell him that Paddy thinks he tried to kill him 3 times. And that's the truth. And he couldn't believe it. Because he didn't, never once did he ever think about doing anything like that. But and that's what I discussed. In any case, it's important that I do my book because I'm just not having Paddy Patchai, write about me in such a negative way as he's going to do about Davy Glover. No, there's gonna be the real narrative there, the real one. You see, when he started making all them videos, and he triggered me, aye. You see, beforehand, right, as I wanted to do, I'd been making videos about camping and I'd been up the borders of Scotland and stuff and that, and hiking around there with my dog, making videos. And then about 8 months later, he started making loads of videos. And that, I was that, my content was gonna be around recovery camping. I wanted to do recovery camping. Only he's a million miles away from it at the minute. Where I can camping, I get the big book out, I talk about recovery, I think about my own recovery, and what's going on for me, and start thinking and start moving forward in areas in my life that would improve it. And if people wanted to come along with us but stay anonymous, that's what I would do. That's what I was planning on doing. And then he started doing all them videos, which just triggered me. You were hoping that it would trigger people in a negative way, the way you want to, the way you want them to be triggered. Me, it didn't do that for me. It triggered me in a way where I wanted to find the narrative, our narrative, on that banks of the Tyne, that narrative there, where I grew up, my areas, right, and that's what I wanted to do. And I didn't want to, the Sears families has got their narrative on there as well, and that's theirs. You know, mine and the true narrative on the West End, right, is, there's like they say, there's different families, there was different families and everything in different areas. And I'm not gonna have a patch eye Paddy bloody saying whatever he likes. I got a life sentence with all that, because I was the Winter Hill gang. I wanted to be part of the Winter Hill gang, Paddy's Winter Hill gang. Unbeknown to me, aye, but it was all about the narrative for me, getting it, bringing our stories up, bringing it up properly. All he wanted to do was attack the Sears family, constantly attacking the Sears family. It was mentally exhausting, Paddy. Right? It was scary, very, 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 very scary. It was the things you were getting us to contemplate, were bringing up horrible, horrible feelings inside us that I was just wasn't prepared to carry on with. And then I think to myself, why did I go up there the first time when he was in the caravans and not in the shed? A year before we went on social media, before we come on YouTube, a year before we come on YouTube. Aye. Why? What was my motive for going up there? I wanted to find out exactly what kind of man Paddy was. Because, people have said things about me and negative things, and the authorities have said horrible things about me, the authorities. And there's been a picture painted of me to the authorities. Right? I've been informed on all my life. Didn't even know about it. So the authorities, when I went into jail and everything, the reports that were wrote about me were horrible, horrible, horrible reports. The kind of person this was saying I was. So I'm used to that. I'm used to that. When I see people thinking bad things of us, so I'm just used to them negative judgments because I'm not that person. And where was I? I'm taking myself back to bloody places where I shouldn't. But no, going up that farm, that first time, was to truly find out what kind of person Paddy was. And he wasn't as bad, to tell you the truth, he wasn't as bad as the second time I went up. The first time he was feeling his out. He tried us like I was some sort of informant. Right from the start. And then when he got us to come back, I mean, he made up a negative story about us and barred us from the farm, saying I tried to set him up and all that sort of stuff. All because I wouldn't rock up at somebody's door with Potty Conroy one day. He thought I was most either in league with the Sears family and infiltrating them, or well, I was a police informant. And then it was when I come back the second time, right, he must have had decided that I was definitely 100% the police informant, because it was like he was negotiating with me, thinking he was negotiating with the police through me. And that was such a strange, draining, horrible experience. And that's when he turned around and said to me, um, I give murder details to Glover and I'm sticking with that. And until I get my deal and get my money back and a few other demands he had, I'm sticking with that. I give Glover them murder details. That just sickened us. Just sickened us. Aye. But I've still had concerns about him because I see mental health problems there. Because that really is his whole life. This whole thing he's come on YouTube with. It's his whole life. And he sees that he's fighting for his life. He's fighting to try and get it all out of an eye. Because he not get all that back. I just, I want to think things through properly. Right, do things properly. Right, so there's keeps everything good and everybody safe. And I've been abused, right? And I've got people trying to push us into a situation. They didn't even want to meet us first. Didn't even want to meet us first. He didn't even want to sit down. He could have brought the cameras, sat down with us for an hour or two, right? See what kind of person I am, so I can see what kind of person you are. Didn't even want to do that with us. No, 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 wasn't interested in that. No. He's a Raji, just get him in like a mug. Just treat him like a mug, get him in. Get him in like a mug. It wouldn't surprise us if I had Paddy Conroy bloody abusing us on the way into the lie detector test. You know what I mean? And then he can get away with all the footage and edit it the way he wants and make us, even though I know I definitely pass, but make us look like a right cunt going in. Norman, I need this done properly. And there's reasons, right? Because of my license conditions, right? I have to make sure things are done properly. I have to. Because I get assessed. And my behaviour, right, and everything is assessed regularly. Right? And anything that can increase my risk, right, is putting myself in situations that increase my risk, that could increase my risk, should I say it? Because the way offender managers look at these situations, right, is this is a lie detector test, right? And we're all now through the Jeremy Kyle show what the full crack is around that. So there is margin for error, right? Even though I think it's all right, they don't. They think that they can potentially look at that and say that I was told that I should 6 months ago I was told outright don't do a lie detector test for them reasons. Right, then a month ago, that's why I come up with a thing. I was thinking a month ago I thought, right, should I do this lie detector test? I've been told not to. I've been told absolutely not to. Uh, should I do it? Right, what do I need doing so I can get this lie detector test done and be alright at the end of it? Alright. Because the way I look at it, I gone in, do my lie detector test, get it sorted, I'm out, and everything's cush. Simple as. But they look at it and they think, well, he's put himself in a risky situation that could have dramatically affected his life in a negative way and elevated his risk. But the thing is, right, I've got to demonstrate that I haven't took that decision recklessly. You know what I mean? So, like so Paddy Conroy and I cannot have no control over the situation at all. I got to, for me, to keep me safe, and none of these care about me, but I care about me, and I've got to keep myself safe. So that's all I'm trying to do with this lie detector stuff. Right, is do it so I keep things cush. Because at the end of the day, Like I realised this morning, I don't have to do nothing at the end of the day. I'm putting myself out there. I'm willing to do eye detector test. Aye. It's just like a normal lie detector test. It's all the same equipment, you're hooked up, but they've got cameras on your iris. I'm willing to do that. I just think that it gotta be, when I do these things, I've gotta be done right, because I'm putting myself at risk, right? And I haven't got to take these risks recklessly. I've got to take them in the best way, and in the truth that I'm saying comes out. But I think these eye detector tests, I think they're about 90%. They could be higher, I could be wrong. So you're 90% telling the truth. That's good. That's good. And I don't know how you get by with the psychopaths and stuff like that on these lie detector tests. Aye. I need a cup of coffee, folks. I've been gone for half an hour.